So, why would an 82-year-old part-time YouTuber be watching all of these million-dollar gurus on YouTube? And maybe more importantly, why should you be watching them? In this video, I'm going to share with you why I watch them, but maybe more importantly, how I watch them and how I compile a system that I call my guru catalog. That's it. This is old Mike, old me, living better. My motto is really simple. If you ain't dead, you ain't done. I started my YouTube channel at 80 years old, got monetized in 9 weeks, have 44,000 subscribers now. But another motto that I also have lived by most of my life is this: you're never too old to learn a new thing. Matter of fact, you're probably never too young to learn a new thing. So here's the first reason that I watch these YouTube gurus, even though I don't intend to build a 6 or 7 figure income. No way. That's not where I'm at. That's not my purpose. However, these YouTube gurus, they are trailblazers. That's right. They're trailblazers. Can't even say it. They're always pushing the envelope. They're on the cutting edge of business, AI, and YouTube. Choosing the gurus you watch is something that you need to be careful about. I only watch gurus who are motivational, inspirational, business-based, and maybe more importantly, have written their own books. That avoids watching gurus that are talking about AI slop and faceless videos. Those aren't going to help you in your YouTube journey, at least in my opinion. These gurus, they've cracked the code. The code that they've cracked is brand. That's right, brand, B-R-A-N-D, brand. All of us on YouTube have a brand. Our personal brand, our business brand. I love watching these gurus because they explain and position how we can enhance our brand online and especially on YouTube. I'd be foolish not to learn from them. That's right. I'd be foolish not to learn from them. Matter of fact, every single video that I watch from these gurus, I take away a talking point, an idea, something. Sometimes it's a tactic on how to do YouTube or whatever, but mostly it's something that helps me from a motivational standpoint. Elmar Takori recently interviewed Macy McNeely. She pays $60,000 a year for a mentor coach. Wow! Can you believe that? 60 grand a year? And here she is on this interview, and she drops this line. Here it is. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. Let me say it again. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. Wow, I love that. I wrote that down. That went into my guru catalog. That is a critical thing. I can think about that, I can use that, and I can apply it to my channel and even to my life. And I get these kinds of tips and ideas and motivational things in every single guru video of the gurus I've pictured and a few others that form my guru catalog. So reason number 2, watching these gurus, they become idea incubators. That's right, idea incubators. I got to tell you, finding relatable ideas to do videos, to create my own videos, sometimes is a challenge. So when I'm watching these videos, I've always got an idea in the back of my mind. How can this concept, how can this idea, how can I repackage it maybe for my audience who are usually or mostly in the fourth quarter of their lives, 65 to 90. How can I take this concept that's from a multi-million dollar guru, take that concept and repackage it in a way so it's meaningful for my viewer and for my audience? Man, most of the time, those $1 million ideas, that's what I call them, those ideas are meaningful for me, and I can turn them into a YouTube video. Matter of fact, in the middle of watching these gurus, a lot of times I'll just pick up my iPhone, open notes, the idea I have in my mind, I start dictating it into my note, and 10 minutes later, I've got an entire video script all spoken out, written out in my note. But here's the kicker. Try it again. But here's the kicker. What am I going to do with all of this fantastic information that I get from these gurus? So let me share with you now my system for remembering, gathering, and assembling all of the content I get from these gurus. I already mentioned it. It's my guru catalog. That's right. It's my guru catalog. So what I have done, each guru in my guru catalog has a note in Apple Notes. I love Apple Notes. Apple Notes, I use it to organize my entire life, especially my YouTube life. Each one of the gurus, the ones in the thumbnail and a few others, each of them have their own dedicated note in Apple Notes. I dictate or write down the attention-grabbing ideas as I'm listening to. I watch most of these on my TV, so as I'm listening to one of these gurus, I've got my Apple Notes open and I stop it and I dictate a note. I stop it and I dictate something. It's wonderful. It really helps me. I can search these in the future. They become a catalog, a resource, a brain trust. If you added up the worth of all the gurus just on my thumbnails, probably well over $1 billion. I've got $1 billion brain trust catalog right at my fingertips. And there's two huge advantages to all of this. Number one, it helps me be a better YouTube creator. I'm up to date with new ideas. A lot of these folks are talking about AI and how to apply this and how to do that. They are on the cutting edge of what's going on, at least in the YouTube world. So I need to be up to date on all of that. So that helps me stay fresh, stay relevant. It's ideas that I can apply to my own channel my way. Now, a lot of these people, they got 1 million followers, 2 million followers, more followers than I'll ever have. But that doesn't matter. I can take the principles and the ideas and I can apply them to my channel. And my channel has grown because of it. The second advantage is I never face a blank page when I'm getting ready to write or create a YouTube video. I already mentioned to you my process in coming up with video ideas. I get 2 to 3 new video ideas every time I listen to these gurus. So why is a catalog necessary? Are you ready for this? It's because I forget more than I can remember. Now, I know you're going to say, hey, old Mike, you're 82 years old, your brain's going. Well, that's true. That probably is true. But even when I was younger, I could not read. Unless you've got eidetic imagery, which is a photographic memory, you can't remember everything. That's why you need a system to organize these treasured comments and ideas that you can use for your videos and for your channel. So I recommend finding 3 to 5 gurus that motivate you. They're inspirational. Maybe they're giving branding or business ideas. Choose those 3 to 5 gurus and start a guru catalog. You can use Apple Notes or any program that works for you. But do that. Give it a try, see what happens. And if you need some help starting and running your YouTube channel, come join me in my school. I've got about 300 members in there. All of my worksheets and guides are in there available for you. It's where I hang out. If you want to hang out with me, and invite you to come join my school. Also, I have a video that I think goes along with this one. It's called What Would I Say? One of the problems is I may have an idea, how do I say it? What would I say? This is a great video. In that video, you're going to be introduced to a different catalog, so I encourage you to watch the video. I'll provide a link in the description to the video and also to my school. So you're never too old to learn. You're never too young to learn. And my life motto, if you ain't dead, you ain't done. This is Old Mike, Old Me Living Better. I hope you live better today. I'll see you next time.